Hello, everybody. Or do we say howdy? Or do you say how y'all doing? Okay, so this brings up a good topic. I thought it was just a fun video to do. There is no right or wrong to this. It's just a fun little, you say tomato, I say tomato. You say potato, I say potato. Get what I'm going with here? So I was watching Nona Grace yesterday on her channel. I don't know if any of you are tuned into Nona Grace, but I love Nona Grace. She's so funny. And she just has chit chats about a whole lot of nothing. Oh, Nona Grace, I didn't mean that like that. I meant like, she just tells us stories. She always brings back good memories for me, though. You know, she had one about her pony, and then she talked about washing her chicken's butt. I love Nona Grace. Anyways, so she was talking about some, what do you call those? Like, like potato, potato, tomato, tomato. You go down to the creek, or do you go down to the creek? Or do you hang your pants on the wire, or do you hang your pants on the wire? Or do you wear pants, or do you wear breeches? So it got me thinking, we only live most of it. I have some people here from Canada, and I have some people here from Australia, but in our own country, right here in our own country, we talk a lot of different lingo, so get your pad and paper ready, or just write in the comments below, but let me know. So I've got a list of 12 things my daughter-in-law and I actually came up with together. We were trying to think of things, and so I had some and she had some. So, and they just live in Montana, but yet it's not even that far away, but they still say something's different. So, okay, you're gonna go see a new movie. Are you going to the cinema, or are you going to the movie theater? Or are you just going to the movies, or are you going to the cinema? Because I just say we're going to the movies. It's evening time, around 6 o'clock. You're going to have that meal. What do you call it? Do you call it dinner, or do you call it supper? I call it dinner. But like my daughter-in-law in Montana, they all call it supper. My husband, his family calls it supper. And he's been raised right here in California his whole life, but I call it dinner. You're going to pop that Pepsi can open. What are you drinking? Are you drinking a soda? Are you drinking a pop? Or then I've heard my daughter-in-law said if you live way east, sometimes they call it a Coke, no matter what it is. So what do you call it? Because I call it a soda. Okay, it's morning time, and you're going to have pancakes, flapjacks, or hotcakes. I call them pancakes. But a lot of people say flapjacks, a lot of people say hotcakes. What do you call them? So I went to Tennessee, and I was carrying my purse. They call it a pocketbook. But to me, a pocketbook is your wallet that goes in your purse. But they call their purses a pocketbook. But then I know other people that call them their handbag or their bag. So what do you call it? Do you call it a purse, pocketbook, or bag? I call it a purse. Okay, so we don't even have them here, but fireflies or lightning bugs, what do you call them? Because I don't know either, because we don't have them in California. But, so do you call them fireflies or lightning bugs? We here have freeways. Freeways are like usually 4 lanes, 2 on each side or more. Sometimes you get in Sacramento, San Francisco, that area, we'll have 6 or 8 lanes on each side. That's a freeway. But when I went to Montana, they call it an interstate. So what do you guys call it? Freeway or interstate? Okay, when you go shopping and you grab that cart, is it a shopping cart or a buggy? We call it a shopping cart, but what do you call it? I know back in like England, they're trolleys, I think, but I don't know. So if you live on a ranch, like a lot of us do, you have a mobile device that has 4 wheels. So what do you call it? Do you call it a quad, or do you call it a 4-wheeler? I call it a 4-wheeler, but a lot of people call them quads. Or they'll say, I'm going to go get the quad out, or I'm going to go get the 4-wheeler out. So we have a 4-wheeler, parked in our shop. What do you have? Do you wear pants or do you wear breeches? So now my boys' father always called them breeches, but I call them pants. I don't know. Do you wear tennis shoes or do you wear sneakers? A lot of people say sneakers, but I call them tennis shoes. And do you eat a popsicle or do you eat a freezy? Because I've never heard of freezy. My daughter-in-law and I were conglomerating on this, and they call them freezies, but I call them a popsicle. So, like I said, there's no right or wrong answer to this. I just thought it was fun when I saw Nona Grace put it out there, and I thought, you know, I'm going to do a video on that because that sounds like a fun idea to do. So, write your comments below. There's probably other things that I'm not even aware that we say different, you know. And because I'm not a worldwide traveler, I don't go to a lot of places, so I don't know a lot of different things. But even when I go to visit my son and daughter-in-law and grandkids in Montana, there's a lot of things that are just so different that you don't realize. And you're just like, oh. But, and the further south you go back, you know, when I went to Tennessee, oh my gosh, those people are so nice back there. I'm really so nice. And I could talk just like them real fast because I love how they talk. And I don't mean that disrespectful at all. I love that little southern twang. And my aunt actually lives in Virginia now, and she was born and raised right in Santa Clara, California. But because she's been back there in the South for at least 40 years, she talks like that. And her daughter, my cousin, is like, she's a few years older than me, Kathy, and she really has the twang. But she moved back there, I don't know, I think Kathy was probably a teenager when they moved back there, but she really has that southern drawl. And I just love it. So anyways, I just thought this was a fun video to do. I'm going to get dressed today, you guys. I'm going to get dressed in clothes and go to town. And I got to just run a couple errands and do a couple things. And I'm going to actually get dressed and start up my car and go to town. So you guys have a good day. This is just going to be a little bonus video today just for fun. So I'll talk to you guys later and see you tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.